Lisa Bowles, the Soul Mapper here, and you're watching SoulMap TV. A while back, a client and good friend of mine who's pretty savvy and very soulful, who's built a very successful business, really touching in with her own groove, found she'd lost her groove. Something had happened in her personal life that really unseated her. I mean, she was stressed out. And she talked to people, she had lots of tools of her own, and she's, fairly practiced, but she just couldn't get her groove back. And she needed to make some fairly urgent decisions because a lot of other things hinged on those decisions. She just couldn't seem to find her own way, which is what happens when you lose your groove. We talked and we talked and we talked, and then this exercise occurred to me, because it's the fastest, simplest, easiest way I know to help people get their groove back. When you really get that down, it only takes about 3 minutes. So I want to share the steps with you because they helped her. And this might seem nutty, but try it. I promise it will surprise you. First, let yourself remember an experience, could be recent, that really, knocked you off kilter, pissed you off and sent your mind scurrying and your stomach flipping, okay? Got it? Now take a deep breath and just kind of scan your body to see where that feeling is. Where does it sit in your body? I'm remembering a recent experience, and it's sitting right here in my throat. And it feels tight and kind of lumpy, like I keep wanting to swallow and it's hard. Okay? What's it feel like for you? And just really let yourself take in all the sensations that go with that. And take another breath and let your mind, your imagination show you an object. Could be ordinary, could be, that really embodies the feeling and sensations wherever they are, okay? For me, it's a choke chain. You know those chains they put around the throats of dogs, right? Pleasant, okay? You got your object? Okay, take another breath. Now imagine that object is leaving you. It's about a foot away from you within your sight line, or about here, right in front of your chest. Okay? It's here. Now check in. How do you feel? Okay? Take another breath. And then move that 6 feet away. In any direction you want. Most people choose right in front of them, but it doesn't have to be. Now, how do you feel? Now take another breath. Move it clear across the room, as far away in the room as you can get. And then take another breath. How does that feel? And then send it out of the room. Another room entirely. How does that feel? Breathing again. Send it right out of the building. Up a tree. Across the street. How does it feel? Down the block. How does it feel? Clear across town. How does that feel? In another state? On the other side of the country? The moon. How does it feel now? I shared this exercise with my client, and I've done it with myself and a number of people often. Because what happens is we start to see that whatever that thing represents in our face, on our bodies, we feel powerless in the face of it, and that throws us right off our groove. Demonstrating to ourselves experientially that we can remove ourselves from it and have fun with it changes our relationship to it, and we find our groove again. This particular client had some really urgent decisions to make, and within 12 hours, she made them in ways that surprised even her, and in fact, set in motion things that were better than the decisions she'd made before the upsetting incident likely would have led her to, because she got her groove back. No amount of advice, giving, or talking was going to help her do that. She needed to get her groove. And this exercise can help you do that in 3 minutes or less. We always know which way to go, even though how we know defies logic. Our way has a logic all its own, and it's as trustworthy as it gets. Now, if you've lost your groove and you try this on, I want to hear from you. And if you've got another exercise or practice that has worked for you, please share below. We really do want to share the resources and the wealth of this community. If you think this would help other people, folks who've lost their groove, please share and let them know. As always, we've got extra resources that we just can't stick in an episode. So please make sure you subscribe so that you get all the goodies and wealth that's coming your way. Until next time, please keep these words from Max Lucado close to your heart as you go back out there and be the bold you on groove that you're here to be. You weren't an accident. You weren't mass-produced. You aren't an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specially gifted, and lovingly positioned on earth by the master artisan. Make no mistake about it. And we need you out here. Hope to see you on the next episode of TheSoulMap TV. Till then, take good care.